Today we are talking about ultralight pumps for your backcountry inflatable sleeping pad. Flextail is probably the biggest company, most recognizable company that makes these pumps, but there are others which I'll go over here in just a minute. I own about 5 of these ultralight pumps, so we're going to talk about the differences between some of these and what I would recommend. Out of the 5 pumps that I own, only 4 of them I would actually take into the backcountry. This one here is the Flextail Max pump. It is quite large. Weighs almost 7 ounces. I would only bring this on an easier trip if I had like an inflatable raft or something big to blow up. Now the rest of these all have some similarities. They all have a hanging loop on the top. They're all USB-C rechargeable, and they all come with some type of lantern or lamp on them. There are some definite differences in these ultralight pumps that would make me choose one over the other, so let's get into it. This one here is the only one that is not a Flextail pump. It is also the biggest and heaviest. However, it is also the least expensive. This one weighs 5.3 ounces, and you can find it anywhere from 17 to 40 bucks on Amazon. This one also has about double the battery size at 2600 milliamp hours. The website claims that the lamp on this pump will run for 40 hours at 60 lumens, 10 hours at 200 lumens, and 3 hours at 600 lumens. I couldn't find if this one was actually waterproof or not, but it does appear to have at least water resistance based on the plug-in caps and the build of it. Next up we have the Flextail Tiny Pump 2X. This one comes in at just 3.5 ounces, and you can find it right around that $40 mark. It has a 1600 milliamp hour battery life and puts out 180 liters a minute. For the lamp on this one, Flextail claims 24 hours at 30 lumens, 4.5 hours at 120 lumens, and 3 hours at 230 lumens. The Tiny Pump 2X is also IP44 waterproof and dustproof. I'll put some links down in the description box down below if you want to go check any of these products out. Let me know in the comments what you guys are using. Are you using the pump sack that comes with your sleeping pad? Are you using an ultralight pump? Or are you just blowing it up with your mouth the old-fashioned way? Next up is the Tiny Pump X, and you'll see that I have 2 of them here. That's because this one, the white one, is the original one that I bought years ago. This here is the Tiny Pump X 2024. Now the difference between the original and the 2024 is that the 2024 is a little bit smaller. It has half the battery size of the 2X at 800 milliamp hours, but still puts out 180 liters per minute. The claimed light output on the Tiny X 2024 is 22 hours at 20 lumens, 8 hours at 100 lumens, and 5.5 hours at 200 lumens. And the 2024 here does not claim to be waterproof or dustproof. All of these pumps, while some faster than others, will blow up all your major sleeping pad brands like Nemo, Sea to Summit, or Thermarest. Each pump comes with a variety of attachments that should allow you to inflate pretty much any backcountry sleeping pad. All these pumps will also deflate your pad. I've never wanted that function or used that function, but if you do, it is an option. Now some of you might be screaming at the camera, hey, what about the Flextail Zero pump? That only weighs 1.2 ounces. It inflates and deflates your pad. Well, the Flextail Zero pump comes in at 1.2 ounces without a battery. If you Google what is the average CR123A battery weight, that's the battery that the Flextail Zero takes, it comes in at 17 grams or 0.6 ounces. 0.6 plus 1.2 is 1.8. So the Flextail Zero pump weighs 1.8 ounces with the battery, and the Flextail Tiny Pump X 2024 weighs 1.66 ounces, so this one actually weighs less. Not only does this one weigh less, but it costs about $25 less with the Flextail Zero pump coming in at about 50 to 55 bucks. This one also has more features like a hanging loop. So what I'll do frequently is put this, either hang it in my tent or put it up in the pocket in the ceiling of my tent and use the lamp as my lantern. This one weighs less and gives me the option to have a nice lamp in my tent at night, as well as in a real pinch I could use this as a flashlight for a minute. Not only that, but the battery with the Flextail Zero pump, you have to take it out of the pump to charge it, or buy a battery that is non-rechargeable and exchange it every time that one dies. That sounds annoying to me, and like I said, it doesn't come with a lamp. So for a lighter weight, less money, and more features, I'm gonna stick with the Flextail Tiny Pump X 2024. The real truth is, you guys, you don't actually need a ultralight pump for inflating your backcountry sleeping pad. You can just do it with the bag that most sleeping pads come with these days, or you can just do it the old-fashioned way. But what these offer is convenience. At the end of a long day, inflating your sleeping pad with your lungs is just kind of a bummer, and this thing makes your life a lot easier. So like I said, if you want to go check any of this out, there's links in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.